Here's Osman wide open, and the three is good.
Because Chris Middleton has missed a bunch of time this year. That group has a reference point. They have made deep playoff runs together. They have won an NBA championship together.
Played multiple seasons.
There's not as much concern there about the chemistry and the fit and the working together to make it a success.
Foul called here on New Orleans. They did have one to give. No side out. A second and a half difference between the game and shot clocks here at the end of the third. Impressive performance for the Cleveland Cavaliers, trying to get win number 36. They won 44 games.
Well, Dave, I had a chance to ask Evan about his growth in the league, and he just talked about how fast-paced things are, and so it requires that you be locked in on the entire.
You know, if you put in the work for multiple years, not everyone's naturally gifted by like JJ to just come into the league as a shooter.
Here's Mitchell with one on the shot clock, gets it to fall.
For Mitchell, mired in a little bit of a slump here, but has been spectacular tonight.
Pelicans with a fast break opportunity. Jones with the step through and the layup.
Serious injuries. There's been a couple groin injuries with the Lakers, but to score at that level for this long, come on, no one could have predicted that.
Hypothetically, he gets to 44 or 45,000 points when he ends his career as Donovan Mitchell knocks down
30 points per game. That's what is ridiculous, is my trip to the All-Star game. Going back to Utah, where he obviously spent his first 5 teams. Allen, the lob, and the put down by Mobley. Look back. He was in foul trouble. Nice pass to Mobley.
This on passing. Of course, he got in some early foul trouble, but passing early, knowing that.
Nearing 3 minutes to go. Murphy gets to the bucket, puts it in.
Oh, well, let's do the Roots story thing. I'm a DC girl, Washington football.
Every loss is magnified by what everybody else does in the West, because New Orleans, Donovan Mitchell with a big night, 30 points. Cavaliers had 73 points at halftime, 38 after the first quarter. They can't afford C.J. McCollum to have an off night as he did. Jackson Hayes with the dunk. 1.8. They're going to put 0.4 of a second on 2.2. Cleveland has not been to the postseason since the 2018 finals.
That's the pregame here tonight. Giannis against Zubac. That double team coming.
But that's what he's in there to do. Play a tough, aggressive. Oh.
Giannis on that team. Idea that he was upset at the time that they were losing to OKC.
Yeah. Okay.
He was a little bit more caught up into that. So Grayson Allen knocks down the three-point shot. The Bucks have the lead right
down that shot, going to the left where it's square that right shoulder to the basket.
Game number 1 against the Clippers, and game number 2 he put up 54. Look at, he just is doing that every time he's touching the ball.
Good things too.
Coffee there on the push, they let him go.
That you know, he fell out of bed being that good, but doesn't happen.
His hands. More transition buckets for these Clay. Feeding Zubac in the post up against the better shot blockers. He decides to give it up. The repost and off to Coffee. Boy, and here Ingles working off that screen here from Brook Lopez.
And it helps to have a mobile big guy like Giannis. Really good without Giannis. Giannis on the floor, it's a different story.
You mentioned it again, though. No Chris Middleton, too.
Yeah. I don't want to create bad karma for the Bucks.
So Ingles looking for his backcourt, front court mate, whatever Brook is playing on this series. Brook. Wow. 3 times is here in the half. Giannis will get set to check back in. Can sit for a little bit. Zubac trying to make the most of it with Giannis out. Teams, really 2 teams, they don't average a high percentage of points in the paint this year. Bottom part of the league for that. Joe Ingles again to Brook Lopez, sizes it up, and the Bucks have the advantage. Brook didn't even have to jump to get that rebound. He's got 11 rebounds. He's got a double-double here in the first half.
He got a 7'4" wingspan.
I love him. Drew Holiday, 8-year-olds.
7 weeks, Betty. Man. But that's a testament to his boxing out of.
Remember when all of Fiserv Forum felt like a library when he fell one time this year?
I remember, I think he told Zora in a post-game interview that he gets right back up because he didn't want his mom or...
Paul George three-pointer. Brook Lopez getting that rebound back. He's got 12 now for the game. Take away his blocks, they take away his rebounds. Feeding Giannis for the dunk. 51% of the scoring in that game. A little bit more help here tonight. There is the reverse.
Point guard, just in terms of being completely comfortable with organizing, pushing the ball up the floor like Drew Holiday.
Right.
And that psyche when it comes to the game of basketball, being out on the floor.
And Paul George there for...
Almost started calling point guards lead guards like a Kevin Johnson or Isaiah Thomas that would average a double-double.
Control of the game.
And Chris played, what, 24, 25 minutes? I mean, he
it was the most since his return.
Yeah.
Brook Lopez.
Drew Holiday gets tripped up and slow getting up.
Giannis with those long arms controlling that pass in the lane. Nowhere to go. Gives it back up to Brook. Single digits on the shot clock. Giannis that long.
Pretty easy finish for him on the inside.
Brook challenged that shot.
Same dynamic with Brook Lopez getting him backpedaling on his heels.
Giannis just turns and goes right at Zubac every time. And a switch now defensively. More senior on Giannis. And the same result, though. 25.
Communicated with John Horst and asked him, what did they do? They measure his body weight, body fat. Is nice job by the rookie.
About Jay Crowder. So the end goal is in sight for this Bucks team. They keep that top of mind.
He did a great job. Giannis no-looks it over to Marjan, who finishes it.
One thing I'll say is that Giannis, I see Giannis averaging possibly. Nice job moving the towards Norman Powell.
Powell challenging Brook Lopez for 2. And Powell.
Third quarter, going to start the fourth on the bench.
Javon Carter gets a contested shots this year in the NBA. Paul George with another bucket the third quarter. 33-2 coming into tonight, the best in the NBA. And the fourth quarter is where they close it out. Mamu with the tip out to Brook Lopez. Splash. Mount sitting with an assist and 2 rebounds. I didn't look after that play. Giannis working on the crossover, finds Grayson Allen and drew 2 defenders.
Grayson Allen at all.
7 points now for Grayson here tonight, a 12-point edge. That's the largest lead of the game here for the Bucks. Gives it up, 4 seconds here to shoot. Pat Connaughton, step back. Wow, a tough shot. Right. Back-to-back games here in the Crypto.com arena. Giannis with another 2 for you next time. Giannis with the step back, 15 feet out, drills it.
Hope for like a little fadeaway jumper, but you're right. I mean, Kawhi.
It was a heavy dose of Zubac.
Yeah, historically, Kawhi has been effective. As effective as anybody, especially early.
Squeeze it down when you got connections like that.
Yeah.
Giannis with the spin move and with the left.
You look just like my son. And I tell him, no, mother, I look like him. He doesn't look like me. No, I look like him. He doesn't look like me. That's Denzel Washington. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
That's the thing, is that the 9 to 10 rotation of the top rotation.
Size and rebounding and athleticism and shooting.
He's on his feet right now watching these youngsters go to work. Marjan Beauchamp. Marjan strips it away, out and running. He's got the runway to... There's verse 2. He talked about these subs getting some playing time. That is 13 minutes of play.
This is a good win for the Bucks. With the Clippers went on, what, a 19-2 run, something crazy plays they had to make to put this thing away early.
Javon Carter from mid-range, he's got 13 now.
Played Javon. Worked extremely hard on both ball handling and shooting with Robert Shaw, his trainer, Patrick St. Andrews, the coach.
Mamu with the pump fake, blocked from behind, stays with it.
Up there, come down here and have a couple of days to kind of chill out and rest and get your body nice and refreshed for the back-to-back against the LA teams and come out with 2 W's in these efforts.
Well, the Bucks now have won 10 straight, the longest winning streak. You see that? You got to go back to the 2019-2020 season. They got 18 consecutive wins this year. The 10-game win streak, though, is the longest of the season. And 119-106 is the final against the Clippers. Brook Lopez had that double-double in the first half. He finishes with 22 and 15. Giannis Antetokounmpo